The 1:16 coffee to water ratio is the standard in specialty coffee. Yet, even when hitting that number perfectly, your cup can still taste weak or astringent. There is a specific frustration in weighing out exactly 15 grams of coffee to 240 grams of water, only to take a sip and find the flavor is missing the mark. Many tutorials present brew ratios as a fixed formula for success. In reality, every cup functions as a chemistry experiment, where the physics of water and heat often override the math on the scale. A ratio dictates the amount of solvent you are using, but it doesn't account for physical variables that determine how that solvent interacts with the coffee. If taking the mystery out of your morning brew sounds interesting, hit that subscribe button. Knowing the exact weight of your coffee and water is only half the process. It doesn't account for the invisible sequence of how those elements interact over time. To understand the limits of brewing, we look at the bean itself. Only about 22% extracts massive bitter tannins, creating a dry, astringent cup. This timeline illustrates why a fixed ratio can fail. The volume of water you use doesn't tell you how fast or how far you have traveled toward that bitter end of the sequence. Strength and extraction are linked, but they measure different things. You can hit a target ratio and have a high-strength cup that is still stuck in the early, acidic phase of the timeline. Instead of just checking a calculator, you can use physical variables as steering wheels to stop the extraction at the right moment. Sour coffee indicates the extraction didn't travel far enough down the timeline. Grinding the beans finer increases the surface area, allowing the water to reach the sugar phase more quickly. Hotter water acts as an accelerator. The increased energy speeds up the dissolving process, pushing the extraction past the acids and into the sweet spot. If the cup is bitter, the extraction traveled too far into the tannins. Dropping your water temperature a few degrees slows the process down. You can also adjust the grind. A coarser setting reduces the total surface area, which helps stop the extraction before the harsh, heavy compounds can ruin the flavor. Manipulating the physics of your grind and temperature provides the control that blind adherence to ratios cannot offer. What is your go-to brew ratio? And have you been stuck tweaking math while your coffee stays better? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe for more coffee science. Next, we're looking at the macroeconomics of the coffee industry to see if fair trade labels are actually fair to farmers or just a marketing trick. See you there.